Hey everybody, I am back and today I'm going to do an everyday makeup look. My everyday makeup look, this is going to be one without foundation. I'm not a huge foundation wearer. I'm more focused on making sure that my skin stays clear and smooth and all that good stuff. So, yeah, let's get right into this. These are the products I'm going to use. For my everyday makeup routine, I do mix and match brands from high end to low end. Here's a couple of my products. I'm going to use the e.l.f. makeup setting spray. Also have e.l.f. cream contour. It's a cream contour palette. And I have an e.l.f. bronzer. I don't know if you guys can see that bronzer palette. Okay. Also, in my everyday makeup routine, I have e.l.f. sun boost drops. It's hard. So the sun boost drops are something new that I've only been using for about 2 to 3 months when doing my makeup, but I'll talk more about that once I get to it. I also have Nars concealer. It's so hard to see it. It's in the shade Custard Medium number 1. I have Laura Mercier setting powder. The translucent one is the one that I like the best. And last but not least, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I'm not a huge highlighter person anymore. I know for a minute it seemed like everybody on Instagram was like so glowy, looking so glowy with the highlighter all on their cheekbones and hairline and eyebrow highlighter, just nose, everywhere. It's super massive highlighting, and I am not a fan, just to say the least. All right, so let's get started. In the next tutorial, I'll be doing my eyebrows. They're already done now. I already filled them in, but in the next one, I'll show you guys how I do my everyday fill-in eyebrow routine as well. So since I've already done my eyebrows, I'm gonna start with the sun drops. The sun booster. It's clear. I think that's why it's hard catching the light. So all I'm gonna do is fill up the little utensil. There it is. There's a good way to see it. And I'm taking a couple of these and just drop it right on my face. Typically, you just rub this all over. Evenly. That's important. Evenly. Even on your neck. Yes. Very much glowing. I don't use a primer, so whatever facial moisturizer I use and the sun drops work together collaboratively to give me my primer. Yeah, looking good already. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my concealer. As I stated, I do not wear foundation. This is not something that I wear every day. If I do wear foundation, it'll be more special occasion, and even then I still don't a lot of the time. So it's up to you. It depends on how much coverage you like, how healthy your skin is and how healthy it isn't. It just depends. It's up to you. So here I'm using my Nars. I'm so upset. My Nars concealer. And shade number Custard Medium 1. So let's go. I always like to do the triangles underneath my eyes. One thing I do not like is the bags that I have underneath my eyes. I've thought about getting filler underneath, which I just might vlog that for you guys. Contour. I do love a good contour. So lately, I've been traveling a lot. I know everybody's like, it's a pandemic. What are you doing? However, I have been being very cautious. I've been wearing my mask. And using my sanitary wipes and my hand sanitizer. So not only so that I won't get sick, but so I won't get anybody else sick. I've been to New Orleans. This is all in the span of like 2 or 3 months, you guys. I went from Vegas 3 weekends in a row, partying, turning up with my Michigan friends. I am from Michigan, Flint, Michigan. So I was in Vegas 3 weekends in a row. After that, I went to San Diego, spent a day in San Diego. After spending the day in San Diego, I went to Dallas, my first time ever going to Texas. I was in Dallas for like 5 days. And after going to Dallas for a couple days, I went ahead and went to Houston. I can honestly say I think I might like Dallas better than Houston, or more than I like Houston. But I didn't really get to explore a lot in Houston, so maybe that's why. And after the Dallas and Houston trip, I went to New Orleans for the very first time. Super excited. I do have Creole blood in me, so yes, I am excited that I got to go. I was excited about trying all of the food. Okay, here you guys go. Here's my little handy dandy sponge. I like to dip my sponge in water just to let it, I don't know what it does. It kind of just helps you blend in the concealer a little better, and I kind of need to let it dry a little bit. So back to my little story about my trips. So yeah, so I ate everything possible in a span of 3 days that I could. I ate catfish, I ate sausage, which I hate sausage. I'm not a sausage eater. I hate sausage with a passion. I don't know why. Maybe because of how it's made. I eat super healthy, so it's like I know that sausage is not super healthy. I do take my little cheat days and everything like that, but sausage is not healthy. It's nasty. I don't know what's in it, so I don't like it. Either way, I ate it with the red beans and rice. Fire. The only red beans and rice I've ever had is from Popeyes. So eating it from a place where it like was the birth of red beans and rice, the Cajun Creole style or whatever, fire, amazing. I ate a etouffee for the first time. I had always heard a lot about that. It was crab. I think it was crawfish etouffee, and fire, amazing. I think that was the best thing that I've tried in life. And I also, what I eat, gumbo. I'm not a gumbo. I didn't like gumbo before going to New Orleans and trying it there. Fire, amazing. French fries. The French fries are awesome. I'm trying to think. shrimp, crawfish, fried oysters. I love oysters. I ate them fried. I ate them. There's a signature type of way that they eat it out there as well. I tried that. Ate them all. Dozen to myself. Ate them all. Crawfish, Alfredo, linguine, fire. Everything was just amazing. Okay, so now that this is a little bit dry, I'm gonna dab it underneath my eye. You don't want to smear. You more want to dab it. And you just want your sponge to be damp. You do not want it to be super wet because then it kind of makes the makeup blotchy. I've noticed. If you're like me, you're like beating yourself up in the face. While you're literally beating your face, right? That's the term, right? Beating your face? Yes, I'm literally beating my face. Literally and figuratively. Okay. Looking good. Alrighty. I can't stress enough that the best base for a flawless makeup finish is clear, healthy skin. So without the skin being healthy, the makeup's gonna look, you have to use more makeup, therefore you're gonna look cakey. It's gonna just look like it's covering, you know, acne. Take care of the skin first. Okay, you guys see that? Actually, I'm gonna put a little on my neck. It's so cute. Okay, I'm feeling it. Feeling it. And when using concealer, I always use like a half a shade lighter than my normal complexion. Or whatever complexion I am at that time. As of right now, I have a little bit of a tan. And like I said, I've been traveling, I've been on the beach, everything. So I'm feeling this. I'm gonna be this color, this complexion all year round. All right, looking good. Okay, so now that my concealer is all blended with my sponge, well, my lighter concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and do I'm gonna use my cream contour palette by e.l.f. This palette, I believe, is only like $9 to $12. Here's all the complexion, all the different variety that comes inside of it. A lot of different shades of tan and brown. So what I want to do with this, oh, it's not the right brushes. Where's the right brush? I'm gonna take this. I use two. I use this one and I use this one. So these two. And just take it, follow your natural cheekbone shape. Put a little bit on my hairline. And also a little on my jawline, because I do, as I stated, I do enjoy a good contour. See? Basically, it's like I'm making a 3. So, boom, boom. take the same sponge. It still should be a little damp, which I prefer. And I'm gonna go ahead and, instead of using the flat side of the sponge, I use the pointed side, like the round side. And the same way as I blotted or beat the lighter concealer, I'm gonna do the same thing with this. Light beat, light rub. If you guys know any other like cheap, really good makeup, like drugstore makeup, share that with me, because as I stated, my everyday look, I do mix the two, like high end, because I have Nars and I have Mercier and I have Anastasia, but I also have e.l.f. products, and I have in another video I'll use my Neutrogena concealer when I do the complete drugstore makeup face. But this is just my everyday makeup face, so doing what I normally do. But yeah, if you guys can share any good drugstore makeup, I would love to try it and do a tutorial on it. How I'm looking good. I don't know why I keep doing that, but that's my thing. Just focus on the face. Okay. And as you guys see, it's not too cakey. It blends right in with my skin. Like, it's completely a naturally glamorous everyday makeup routine. That's all it is, literally. That's what I love. I'm also gonna, maybe I should try in the future to do a beat, okay? Like a beat makeup routine, and it'll be like eyeshadow, foundation, all of it, the whole nine. Okay, so now that I'm done with my contouring with my, as I stated, I used my NARS concealer, my e.l.f. cream contour palette, and then my bronzer. Oh, actually, I haven't used my bronzer yet. Yeah, so my cream contour palette, and I'm gonna move on. My next step is going to be the setting powder. Ooh, the translucent setting powder by Mercier. Just go ahead and use that. I feel like I just lost something. Doesn't that like always happen? I don't know. Either way. Okay. So what I do is I just dump some in the top of the container that the setting powder comes in, because I don't want to use too much. Once again, it's just a naturally glamorous everyday makeup routine. I feel like I need to find this one. Okay, and with this, I'm going to use the same sponge, but this time I'm going to use the flat side again, the flat side. Make sure it's a little damp, just a little damp. Okay, do that. And just take it and follow the same places, follow it the same way as when you added your lighter concealer underneath your eye. The first concealer right here, it's literally the same steps with the setting powder. One thing about my skin, I have a combination skin. And my eyebrows tend to get oily. I don't know if anybody else experiences that. So like, see how I'm doing this? Let me get some more, get a little bit more. And I'll just let this. I don't really let my setting powder sit for too long because then my face is gonna start looking way white and lighter than the rest of my body, and that ain't cute. So make sure your makeup is matching your complexion. You do not want to go out here in this world looking crazy. Okay, so now it's been on my face for a good maybe what, a minute, maybe 1 minute, 60 seconds, minute, 30 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and buff it off. This time you're not beating, it's more of a buff. Let's go ahead and buff it off. Make sure you just take it, do it over your entire face. Look at how flawless it's looking, y'all. Look at it. So flawless. Let's not forget about the neck. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and use, now that we've done the Mercier, the Laura Mercier setting powder, I'm gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. bronzing palette. They make these in like a few different shades as well for medium tones, fair skin, light skin, and dark skin. Just put a little bit on my brush. You're gonna follow the same scheme as you did when I made the 3. When I made the 3 with the darker contouring, I'm following the same. I always put a little bit on my eyelids because I don't really do eyeshadow, so in my everyday makeup routine. So contour your nose a little bit. A little bit on my neck. Still my big ass lashes. They're starting to look pretty to me. I'm starting to get used to them, but I definitely won't be going and getting big lashes. They're 17s, if anybody was wondering. So look, they're 17s, and it's mega volume. So it's an overload no matter what. Okay. Last but not least, I'm gonna take my Fenty. Take my Fenty highlighter brush. Use my Anastasia Glow Kit. And I believe this one is in Sundit. That's the name of this one. Because this, they offer different shades in this one as well. And all I'm going to do is take a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And I have like a pointy lip, you guys. So, like the little nape of my lip. Put a little bit right there. You see what little difference that made? It's so cute. It made a difference that quick. Yeah. went ahead and did that. And now it is time to spray. Since my hair is straight, typically I would be tripping because it could easily revert back to being curly, but it's fine. A little bit on here. And I'm gonna do my lip. So for my lips, I think I'm gonna do a video on what I use for that too, but since it is a part of my everyday makeup look, I'm gonna just show you the products. It's MAC lip liner. I'm not gonna tell you what they are though. So it's MAC lip liner and it's Patrick Ta. Here. Okay, it's hard to see, but that's fine. When I do my lip tutorial, my favorite lippies, I'm gonna do this one, probably the first one I do, so pretty soon you guys will know the name of them. So when doing lip liner, don't be one of those girls that are trying to trace all over your natural lip line so that you can have, you know, voluminous lips. I understand we all want to have, you know, pretty full lips. You know, that's really like a trend now, even though a lot of people have already, you know, had full lips, been born with them and everything like that. For those of us, or those of you who don't have them, I would suggest getting some fillers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever's gonna make you feel better, get some fillers. Invest in fillers. Don't waste time in investing in drawing completely over your natural lip line, because it's just not. It's not a good look. However, you can go a little bit above the line, and it won't look bad, and it'll give you a bigger look. Maybe not as full as you want, but they'll still be fuller. Okay. And look at that. She is all done. So you guys see, it's still an everyday look. It's my lashes that's making it seem so glamorous. It's usually not this glamorous looking without lashes that are mega volume. I usually get soft volume. But it's a great everyday look. I didn't use any foundation in this entire look. Only concealer, bronzer, and that's it. So I hope you guys like it. Make sure you subscribe to Naturally Glamorous by Tia Giselle for more videos on how to maintain, live, and look glamified.